Well, hello and welcome again to Clean Nuts. Today we're driving along and ka-ding! Got a chip in the windscreen. Looks like a bird flying over, doesn't it? There it is from the outside. It's like a chip and two cracks. We have here the professional windscreen repair kit. Before, after. Right, let's see what's inside the box. Right, so I've got my head around it. What we've got is the fluid, the sticky pad, the syringe, a sheet of what they call repair plastic, and a razor blade scraper, and a pedestal. So here's your windscreen. You've got two pieces of glass with a piece of laminate in between. Sorry, a piece of plastic in between. They're all stuck together and laminated. And a stone comes along and knocks a chip in it. So the first thing you do is you remove any little flecks of glass and chips of glass that are inside the chip. You then stick the self-adhesive pad, so you remove the adhesive from the back, the sticky pad from the back, stick that over the hole, remove with the tab pointing upwards, because you need gravity to help you when you put the fluid in. You take the top off the sticky pad, you stick the pedestal on it, you break off the top of the fluid bottle and you put 4 or 5 drips of fluid into the pedestal. Now what's happening is they're sitting in the pedestal, so the pedestal is on top here. There's your self-adhesive pad. There's your pedestal. So you drip the fluid in and it sits in here and there's air in there. So you have this closed, you plug it in there and you pull a vacuum on it. And you pull a vacuum and then you hold the vacuum by clicking it into the lowest of the two notches. There's 2 notches, one there and one there. And they're different. They're like sawtooth blades, but they're pointing in different directions. So we want to hold the vacuum. So we pull the vacuum. And that notch holds the vacuum. What's happening inside the pedestal is the fluid that we introduced is filling the bottom of the crack, the chip. So in there is a bubble that we've pulled out and we've allowed the fluid that we left in there to settle into it. Lock the plunger in the vacuum position, leaving it attached. So we're allowing all that fluid to soak down. The next thing to do is to push the fluid further into the crack. So we take the vacuum syringe off, release the vacuum, remove the syringe, fill the syringe with air, reinsert it onto the pedestal and push it down and then lock it over. So we're holding pressure in here and in the pedestal, forcing the fluid that's in there right deep into the chip. Let sit for a minimum of 20 minutes. So that sits under pressure for 20 minutes, filling that crack with the fluid we've put in. Right, then we remove we're here now, number 10. Remove pedestal from glass. Right, so we put the curing film, which we have here. Put that on the glass. Fill the chip with more resin and stick that down. Park the vehicle in direct sunlight for 15 minutes. On hazy days, leave it up to an hour. Right, let's try and do it on the car. Clean the affected area. Pull out any loose chips that are in the chip. Peel off the backing. Apply the self-adhesive pad. Peel the top off. Put the pedestal on. Dripping the repair fluid into the pedestal. So we're going to put a vacuum on this. Leave it 20 minutes and apply pressure. Remove the pedestal. Remove the self-adhesive pad. Apply more solution and the repair film. Leave it an hour and peel the repair film off. Scrape off the repair fluid that's on the surface of the screen. Oh, there it is. It looks just as bad as it did. Fail. Now this is interesting. A couple of days ago I described it as a fail. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it just above the top of that tree? It's significantly better. I don't know if it's dried and the refractive index has caught up with that of the glass. It's still there, but it is significantly better. So maybe it's not a fail. Look, you can hardly see it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And I'll catch you next time on Clean Nuts.